disrespectful and insulting when I see individuals such as yourself uh, bringing out theories and things of that nature.
How's it? Hold on. Let me ask you this: how's it theories when I'm reading straight up from while I'm reading a history book? It couldn't be
Bro,
a history if
back,
it's a memoir. I mean, it couldn't be a theory if it's a memoir.
so you're saying that are you what I'm trying to understand is that you're saying that back in the day, those people with that form of education, people conquistadores were not fucking scholars. Conquistadores were not uh, philosophers or anything like that. They were what? They were what was the role of a conquistador? Let's say you know. What is it? What was their role?
From my knowledge of a conquistador during the time period at that time, they was just exploring and conquering. That's all I know for
They
right now.
were not. Yeah, that's all they know. That's
I said
all they
that's
know.
all I know for right now.
So
But
they
back
were
in their
soldiers.
land, but back in their
They were
land in
not
Spain, when
educated
we start
people.
talking about the Moors
They're not
and the
educated
Jews and so
people.
far, the Jews they had a whole tradition, a whole culture, and everything that's popping off over there. These was nobles peoples. These people had great knowledge and everything. Y'all perceive them as stupid people, but successfully they conquered, so they couldn't be that stupid.
Cause they were fucking soldiers, my guy.
Y'all was
That's
soldiers
all
too,
they
wasn't y'all?
know. That's all they know. War.
How do you know that?
What the fuck? How do you?
Have you read
How?
the Moors and the Jews of
What are we
Spain?
living on to this day, bro? We're not living in an imaginary world.
Have
We're
you
living in
read the Moors and
a
the Jews of Spain?
colonialism system.
Have you read the Moors and the Jews of Spain?
I don't care about Moors.
It ain't about what you care about. Have you read the
I
Moors
don't
and the
care
Jews of
about
Spain?
Moors. I
This
don't care
is the
about Moors, bro.
conquistadors. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I don't care about all that. What I
You
care
said
about
all
is
they
my
know is
people.
nothing but war and conquering. And I'm asking you, have you read a book about this? Have you actually dive into any type of literature that's
Yeah,
dealing
Moors
with the
fucking conquered
Hold on,
fucking Spain. So
wait
what?
a minute, because you said a statement that you spoke of. You said some type of opinion that you came with back up. And I'm telling you, I actually read stuff about these people, and I know their culture, and I know their ways. Hell, I know their families. I know most of the language came from these
No.
people. So you saying
Mm-mm,
these people are
mm.
illiterate? So how did you learn Spanish? How do y'all got the language Spanish? How did y'all get that?
The fuck you mean? How do I got that?
If they
Because
so
of fucking
illiterate, you want to know Spanish?
because of Catholismo, man. You don't know about Catholismo and what
If
occurred in
they were
Mexico,
so more Moors, more Ciscos.
bro. That's been pendejo, cabrón. No mames.
We're gonna speak English. Say your insult in
Nah,
English.
nah,
Say your
nah.
insult
I
in
mean,
English.
you
Don't be a
Mesoamerican.
coward.
You say you know the culture.
Say your insult in
You
English. Say your
know,
insult in
you
single.
know Mesoamerica. You say you know Spanish, right? You
Say
say
your
you know
Okay, we
Moors.
want to
Por
try.
eso te estoy hablando, güey.
if I call you a punk and all this other stuff in English where you can understand how you feel about it. The commoners know. Stop being a coward and say what you want to say. Speak your mind.
Bien,
No,
güey.
no. Did he just say
Te
earlier?
estoy diciendo, cabrón. Te estoy
Did not,
hablando en la idioma de tus, pues, según antepasados,
Go ahead
¿no?
and say what you gotta
did
say.
not you just say earlier? You said before you stated what person you assumed that he was and saying what he is spreading around, you said, I don't care what nobody think about me. I'm not going to let nobody tell me who I am. Why can't you give him that same respect? Why can't you give people that's telling you who they are that same respect? You want us to respect you for your tribe, but you're not giving us that same respect. How? Please make that make sense to me. I'm asking you a logical question right now. Make that make sense to me. I'm not going to cuss. I want him to answer that question.
The math ain't mathing.
No, be
Can you
quiet.
show
Let him
your face?
answer.
Let me see your face.
No, you don't have to see my face to talk
That's
to
my
me.
wife.
Answer
You
the
can hear.
question.
You can hear.
I don't even, I'm only talking to this gentleman right here, you
Well, if
know?
you're not talking to him, you finna get up out this live. We move as one over here.
The queen has spoken.
So you can't give people respect. So you coming on here to troll. So you representing your people. So you
I'm
basically
not here to
telling
troll. I'm not here, I'm
you
not here to
basically
troll.
telling my people that your people saying y'all don't care, y'all not gonna respect us, but y'all want us to respect y'all for y'all tribe.
The math ain't
That's what you
mathing.
saying?
It's not mathing.
Okay,
All
so
right, so
get your indigenous erasure up out
let
this
me get,
fucking live. Now you
hold
get
on,
your
hold
indigenous
on, lady,
erasure up out this live.
hold on,
No,
lady.
he ain't got to say. He ain't got nothing else to say over
I
here.
want to hear what you
Hold
No,
got.
on,
he ain't got
you
nothing
don't know.
else to say.
Oh, he gone. He gone.
Period. He ain't got nothing else to say here. He couldn't answer that question. Ain't got nothing else
let me ask y'all this question real quick. He said the conquistadors know nothing but war and conquering. I asked Till, have you read The Moors and Jews of Spain? These people were illiterate. Blah 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 blah. Whatever he said. Come on now.
And he called you a pendejo. And what they don't be understanding, there's a lot of us black African Americans that actually know Spanish. I actually grew up around some Mexicans that taught me how to speak Spanish. So you think people don't know what pendejo mean? Are you stupid, bitching me out there?
The math just not mathing. That's all I want to know. Why the math is not mathing? That's all I want to know. He asked me what was my purpose about speaking about Mesoamerica. I told you, to restore the history that y'all are pushing that are lies. To restore the history. The history that y'all pushing are lies. I'm trying to restore the real history. And how do I restore the history? By providing books, by providing sources, by providing depictions.
He literally telling you stop reading that information. We don't want to hear that. Stop reading that.
Yeah. So y'all hear it. This is the same thing. This is the same thing Brown Girl Pride did. I don't care. Sure did. Okay, it's because them facts coming out to you. That's the reason you don't care. It's because you illiterate. You don't know how to read. That's why you don't care.
Literally, when you push out the source, his man, I don't care. That's every one of their freaking responses. They say they do not care. I hear this over and over and over. I don't care. And guess what, motherfuckers? We don't either.
Stop doing that on my live. I ain't trying to get banned.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, chill out with that. Now, as I was saying, this is what they do.
You because
No. You know how they treat us. Come on now, my wife gonna get me banned. She need to chill out. Now, as I was saying, so if she get me banned, I'm gonna take her page. Now, how about that? Now, here we go. This is what they do. I bet this is how y'all freaking write. Whole damn hand on the pen. Your fist balled up around the whole damn pen. Trying to write your whole name. Y'all freaking illiterate, man. Just admit y'all don't like to read. Just admit it. That's all we want. Hold on, let me turn this around. And I know they just sent their whole partner just try to get something. Y'all got literally no content. Y'all sent somebody over here to me to try to make some content, and y'all made him look like a fool. He ran himself. I didn't boo him. He ran himself. I wanted to hear what he had to say. So, who is the next native, or who is the next fool that want to represent the Native American community, that want to speak up for them? That's all I want to know.
Hello.
What's up?
How you doing?
I'm well.
That's good. Man, I just want to say, man, congratulations, because this stuff has to get out. And I'm very happy that you, as a contact provider, is able to actually stand on your platform and stand for who you are, because a lot of things that go on, you know what I'm saying, stem from us and our ancestors. And it's not cool that the people that, you know what I'm saying, that's representing us is not us. You get what I'm saying? So big ups, man.
Appreciate
because
that, Queen.
they do be thinking that because we brown, we don't know everything about our history. And if we read, we will find out. And they won't read. And that's the problem. And I think folks know that they don't read. That's the reason why they can basically come on here and take these words and try to make it seem like they know what they're talking about. No, they don't know what they're talking about. And they don't read. They only follow what the white man say. That's all they do.
I asked them,
I asked them this.
I asked them, who called you a Native American first? And who was the first person
Right.
called a Native American? You know what I'm saying? Who
Right.
created the Native American nation? What was his name?
Right. Mm-hmm.
They can provide that to me. So just like how we was called
Nope.
black, they called you
Yep.
Native American, they called you indigenous, they call
Yep.
everybody everything.
Yep.
Come
And
on
that,
now.
and the crazy thing is the information is right. It's like the reason why I hopped on this live is because I got this book that I've been reading for like 3 weeks. It's called When the World Was Black: The Untold History of the World's First Civilization.
Oh, I know that
That
book.
I know that's what you talk. Yeah, that's what you're talking about, right? But of course, a person who ain't never
You went silent. I think something happened. If you're still there, I can't hear you.
right here. But
There you go.
if the untold stories are unveiled, then the things that people learned are going to be a lie, and that's going to be the problem.
Pause, sis, pause. Moderators, right now, look through the comments, look through the viewers, get everybody out there spectating that's not, participating because it's reporting, they reporting, that's what's going on. Tap that screen, y'all.
Oh, they report.
Yeah.
They report. They telling. They reporting. They telling.
Oh, I ain't worried about it. I already got this recorded.
But I really commend you on doing this because it's a lot of people, even brown people, who are like on the sides of the other people saying that, oh, we need to just be African. We ain't nothing else.
That's
Yes, we
another
are.
way, man.
We are the original people of this world. Like, learn it, jot it down, do whatever you gotta do.
Facts. That's
Do
another.
it. Like, and the crazy thing is, you will look at a person and be like, yeah, the original people of this world, the Romans, all them folks was brown people. People will look at you and think you crazy, but they don't read.
What this is gonna boil down to is them saying, okay, since y'all everything, what are we? I've been told you what you was. How many times we keep saying everybody, all of us on the surface. We had the surface. Where did those underground cities come from? Y'all don't want to talk about that. Y'all never want to talk about the underground civilization, the underground rock
Talk
pits.
about they don't want to talk about they don't want to talk about breeding camps. That's what they don't want to talk about. That that's basically who they stem from. Y'all stem from breeding camps. That's where y'all stem from. That's how y'all got here.
Yes. Yeah. Also, you got to censor your words too. You got to kind of censor it. And I don't want you to get banned.
What's wrong with my word? Okay, I'm not gonna get banned. Hold on, let me see.
When I say censor your words, I just talk about like things like KILL, things like
Oh,
that.
those words.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't gonna use those words. But anyways, I'm gonna hop off here. I'm glad about the work that you're doing, and I'm proud of you. And I hope that this is like a journey that you continue to do because it's very important.
Facts, sis. I appreciate
All right,
that.
bro.
Appreciate it. Peace and
Yep.
love.
I really liked it. I really like what y'all talking about because I feel like forever this is something that needs to be discussed.
Mm-hmm.
And we need to quit putting ourselves in a box and think that we only strive from Africa. That is not true.
Mm.
That's what they want us to think. What you want, boy? Oh, you know what? I just read something where this scientist just did the discovery and said that African Americans and Americans who are here are basically they're cousins, but they're not related.
Mm.
Like, I think he said something about them being distant cousins or something like that.
I said they are jealous cousins.
Yep. They say they were distant cousins, but the people who are in America are not African.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, we already know. We got different DNA
Well, yeah,
strands
we
in it.
know. hmm
Also, let me show. I want to show the people this. Let me make this a small panel real quick. For those of y'all that keep calling yourself an African,
That man, what's his name? The president just gave them $55 billion.
yep, some worthless
Yep.
money. But
Hmm.
I believe the real
Money
money.
don't mean nothing.
I,
Money don't mean nothing.
I believe the
And
real money is
probably,
us.
yep, probably been paying all these folks money all this time to keep a secret.
Now, when y'all look at the word African, yes, it's a noun, but guess where the word
Hmm.
come from? It's a Latin. So how the hell y'all African? It's a Latin
Uh,
word.
that's the man. It's actually the man who discovered it. That's his name, Africaninus or something like that.
Yep.
Yeah, the man who discovered it.
Scorpio,
That's his name.
Africanus.
Yep, Afrikaners. Everybody who claim they Africans are basically saying they named after a white man.
Yep. But they ain't listening.
Nope. Of course they're not. Why would they do that? They're not gonna listen.
Like these
Cause
people are sober. Yeah, go ahead.
whoever whoever conquers the country gets to give it the name.
Yep. Say there's a reason why they want y'all there. The Niger I mean, what's the people from Ghana? There's a reason why they want y'all there. They're gonna put y'all in servitude. They're gonna tell y'all to rebuild their land and all this stuff. You're gonna see it all over again. Because again, it was black people the one that conquered us.
What you trying to get?
It was black people the one that had conquered us. Oh, I'm at the mute you, sister. Sure, I
Hmm.
can't even mute. She's
I do
on
it.
the
Huh.
oh, it's because you're on the other TikTok.
Let
That's
me
what
do it
it
because my son making all this noise.
But
Stop, boy. Let me
What
pause it
you
so you
saying?
can get that on.
You remember he kept asking me, he talking about, so what you get from these? What you get from them? Just like grandgirl wants to know. They worry about their money. That's what they worry about. They ain't worry about nothing else but
sure, if I want money, I'm gonna get it. I don't care. They think us getting money is shameful. They think us getting money is so freaking shameful. Ain't nothing shameful
You
but
know,
desiring
you know what
money.
make it sad. You know what make it sad is the fact that to enter to put to basically make Indians they had to go to school and have a whole new learning. And even it's crazy because their culture was stripped from them too.
Yep.
Stop
And
that.
peace,
Yep.
peace, guys and goddesses.
That's what the school was for.
I just want to interject real quick. When you said Afrikaners, when you go back into the history of that, they were two kings, black men that was from Africa before they was conquered. So Americans and Afrikaners, they were two black men from Africa, and they once they land had got conquered by the pale face people, that's when they infiltrated and took their name. So that's why when you see the Afrikaners in America's Cisco, they are showing that they are Romans empires, astronauts, but there was actually African descendants, kings.
We're talking about the original man that conquered Africa.
That's why I'm saying the Afrikaners, they was actually
He
original
he,
African
he was
melanated.
but he was a Caucasian man.
No, no, no. That's why I'm saying they
Oh,
conquered
okay.
it, but he stole an identity of an African descendant.
Yeah.
American and Afrikaners were two melanated kings in that land. One ruled South America, and the other ruled North America. And the conquerors, which is Greeks people, they took over their land. That's why when you pull up that's why a lot of people say they African American in this land. They are saying we are descendants of those two white men.
First of all, the whole notion of people being called African Americans don't even make no sense because
Fact.
ain't nobody in this state of the world in this part of the world being called no name of their ancestors but us. So that don't even make sense.
Yep. That's why I try to
Get
people
down. Sit
um
your butt down.
when you say you're African American, you're claiming two at that one time. Go on to here
Quiet.
at that too. So this the thing that people not understanding when this powerful movement that we are waking up and finding coming into awareness who we is that Some of our ancestors been here, and if you speak to your elders before they deceased, or you can meditate with them, get downloads from them, they will show you vision that we've been here on this land. And before the pale-faced people even came to exist, they only been around between 6 and 7 thousand years. So it was more war amongst each other. It was cousin battles, cousin, like they are our descendants, cousins. We are not the same as them. We don't have the same makeup. We don't have the same genotype nor blood. So when they say that Africa is the land of mankind, that is true factor. That is true. Because look at them, look at their culture, look at their spiritual. Because even pale faced people consider themselves African in that land as well. In certain place that they don't even let the certain white people travel to.
Yeah, that's. I was just talking to him. That's where the breeding camps come in, because they tried to breed the brown out of people. That's
Yep,
that's where all the original Mesoamericans, Indians, the people who represent us now is not us.
yep. That's why they try to say that we the one that carry the Eve mitochondrial DNA. That is not true. We don't even have no type of scrubs of that blood because white people, when I say white people, I'm talking about all non-blacks did not come out of a black woman's womb. They are genetic mutation. They was created. Genetic
Here.
splicing.
Okay, what's happening, naturalism?
What's
How
up,
you
brother?
doing today? Hey, ladies, how y'all doing? I got a
Hello.
question. Now I like that all of y'all be kicking a lot of knowledge. Like I tell naturalism all the time, I'm a skimmer. I don't dig deep in books. I skim over 'em.
I've
But I
been digging
listen
in
to
the
the
book all.
conversation.
Oh shit! I did not know.
Yeah, see, I skim. My mother was an English major, and I got tired of literature, so I don't like to dig deep in books, but I pay attention.
I,
Now,
I
the question I want to ask y'all is, and when they was doing the equal rights thing and all that stuff, all of them had Indian affairs on it. So I don't understand what the argument is about whether we're African Americans or we're Native American Indians. We're Aboriginal and we're the original people. When it's right there in the United States papers in the
you
'60s and stuff.
you can literally read. You can go literally go read it.
All of them say Indian Affairs at the end of it.
Exactly.
Civil rights,
Exactly.
Indian Affairs. And
Exactly.
when you look at all the footage, it's nothing but the supposed African American signing that. You don't see none of these supposed to be Native American Indians at any of those '60s signings.
But
So
But
they
you
I don't
try
know,
to say
understand what the
they
big
try to say
argument
that
is.
those black Indians are a mixture of Africans and Indians
So why
coming
wasn't
together and
any of their
laying up
people
with each other.
there?
That's where they saying we come from.
And
but you
that's what
know,
Okay, so when they were signing all those papers with the government in the '60s, why wasn't any of those five great nations there? Why
but you
wasn't
know
any of
what?
them there at those signings?
But you know what? Then you would have to read the story about the Seminoles, and the Seminoles was mixed with the Indians and the blacks on reservations. But then when the Indians found out they was getting kicked, they was finna get paid. They kicked the Seminoles out.
And then it's
Yep,
also a black Indian
they
school
sure
that
did.
they had with black Indians and some white Indians in it too. So where they come
Yep.
from? Because the school was majority black.
Well,
mm.
we already know about the $5 thing. They all bought into it.
And see, and
So
to answer your question too, and this is why I say people, when we keep digging to history, a lot of people gonna get frustrated and hurt because
They gonna be mad.
some of our ancestors
well,
been here from the origin since everything started here. And before these pale face people came into existence, we had Africans that came over and helped them conquer our land. That's why I'm saying it's gonna get deeper where it was melanated versus melanated
Right.
before
I
them
see
people
what you
came.
saying, but what I don't understand is how can they how can they even kick up an argument when in the '60s when they were signing all the civil rights treaties and agreements for fair housing and everything
Because
for supposed black
those
people.
treaties, when you study
They,
those treaties was signed to keep us in false
But
indoctrination,
you know
to keep us
what?
right, but what
I
I'm
had
saying
some.
is,
our
how
natural.
do they stand up and argue when none of them, when you watch all that old, see, they had a lot of cameras back in the '60s, and they always was filming everything.
But you know
Those
what though?
no Native Americans were there. It was only black people
But you
at
Because
know
they,
those
what
they
though?
signings.
just recently came the late 1900s over to this land. Nothing is
Yeah, I know.
Nothing's ancient. They talking about they are projecting as things happened 1,000 years ago. This what happened recent, the 400 years
Right.
when we was indoctrinated with the lies and
Mhm.
captivity of them putting script in our name. This just
Mhm.
Right.
literally just happened from
Right.
not even too far from our second or third grandmother generation. So when
Right.
we speak of this, it been here. They just came into
Yep.
Yeah,
what
I know
Native
them. I
American
call them
did.
Yep.
I call them tenants. That's what I refer to them as tenants, anyways.
But you know
You
what?
know.
The thing that's really sad is the main book that could actually get you some answers, which is actually Christopher Columbus's diary. They don't even want to let you buy that. They trying to hide it. They don't
Or
want to let you buy it.
Cortez, or
You got
Cortez,
it?
or but but
Who
Oh
better
no,
got it?
is
I got
if
that
you go
book on
to
PDF
Mexico.
file.
But
Cause
what
It
it
they
took like
don't
definitely,
know
it
700
is,
pages.
definitely, it
but what
definitely says when he landed in the Americas and had landed in Haiti, he saw brown skinned Indians.
And but
but
It
and
the
definitely
Oh,
says
let's
that.
let's
and
pull
we
but
it
the
up.
studied
crazy part
too.
is though
Let's
they have
It
plenty of books
definitely
in
says that.
Mexico saying that they had a lot of people coming on boats and saying that it was nothing but Negro people, and these books
hey
are
Oh,
in Spanish.
let
yes,
Facts.
let's
And I
pull
yes,
got one more thing, and I'm gonna go down.
let's
When you
pull
look
it
definitely,
up real
into when
quick.
you look that
definitely.
too, and when you look into the story of Christopher Columbus, people gonna get frustrated too with that
They
image
gonna be
they
mad.
put out there. Christopher Columbus was a black man too. They white polish all this stuff, but you when you look into the navigator who navigated that boat,
He was
he
It was,
was
black
an
too. He
he
African.
was
was
a
a black
Spaniard.
man.
He was an
He was
African
black
His
Spaniard.
friend.
descendant.
And my
Yep.
thing about that is, okay, so white people, y'all didn't know we existed, so y'all had to use brown people. How did those brown people know where we was at?
Yep.
Hey y'all.
Hmm.
Because this is where
Because
they came from.
definitely some folks was trading on each other. That's what
Yep.
happened.
Yep.
Yep.
Hey y'all.
Yep.
I love my God
Because
Hey,
you
sister.
know how they growing up, they'll tell us, oh, African people sold y'all out. No, the Indians, our fellow Indians sold us out.
I mean, some of them in the states be getting like $10,000 a month just to live. So they
Well,
know
my
the secret. They know the secret. They just don't want to tell us. That's what they get paid for, to keep the secret.
Even
well,
Siberian people get checks. That's what
Yeah,
I'm
they
learning
get
too.
checks
What they
too.
getting checks for?
Yep.
That's
well, you know,
that's when you get
my
on
theory on the whole take
But
of it,
it's a
naturalism. I
certain blood type that they know that's original to this land when you
yep.
get born in a system. So if you got a specific blood type, you're not going to achieve nothing in this land because they know you
Nope.
carry that ancestral original blood type. And
Yep.
some of it is O positive and O negative. If you
Yep.
add one of those, you are origin to Americas.
And that's why they get mad at any celebrity that get on here and say they a Jew, because you're not finna do that.
But you know, it's funny how they say we want money, but they on them lands getting drunk, not doing nothing with themselves. You mean to
Yep.
tell me you had
They
the
on a
opportunity
reservation.
to be ahead of us and you still
well,
behind
usually
us?
people
Make
who
that
sit
shit make
around,
sense.
usually people who sit around getting drunk is because they got a lot of depression because they doing something they don't really want to do.
But
If you ever notice that,
you
they
know
living
what?
a lie.
Shit,
I
sound like
always
a bunch of
find
lazy ass motherfuckers if you ask me.
right.
Sorry, don't
I
I'm sorry
always
cussing.
Okay, I'm gonna go
I
down. I
always
need
find
everybody subscribe to my brother's YouTube channel because what we talk about do be on his page as well. Make sure y'all follow everybody because we trying to
but you know
unify
what?
us,
What I
chosen
find
one.
crazy is
Peace and love,
how
y'all.
come everybody always get mad when brown people want to stand up for themselves? Why do everybody be so mad? Like
Because
they
they
just
know
thought
if
we was
we
going
unite, they can't handle us. Once we come together like we used to,
they
ain't
thought
no
we was
fucking with us.
just gonna sit in the dark the whole time. I know my history. I'm a whole Haitian. I'm not doing that. I'm not
They thought we was our
what?
grandparents. They thought we was just gonna sit down and watch Idol like our grandparents, but they got us effed up.
Well, you got to look at what our grandparents was going through. They thought the shit was over, and they didn't. It was so traumatizing them. They didn't want to talk about it. I say this all the time that our grandparents made the mistake of just because they were traumatized. They just wanted to put the shit behind them, so they didn't
You
really
know,
talk to us about it. They just wanted to
everything
move forward.
everything that a brown person goes through in America is called indoctrination. That's what it is. And that's what religion is. And that's what everything is. It's something to dumb you down, to make you think you worthless and you not nothing. And you going to stay there if you don't want no change. And if you don't want to know who you are, if you don't open up your eyes, you going to be there for a long time. And that ain't a good place to be.
And once everybody realize who we really is, oh, it's over. Cause now we won't really want to succeed more. We want more. Give us our land. Give us our money that y'all say that we want. Yeah, give it to us. We
Yeah,
sure do want it. We want every
how
penny.
about How about let's take back our land. Fuck giving.
That
You
too.
Nah,
gotta
Shit,
give
I'm
me
ready
seriously.
when
money. We
y'all
gonna
ready.
take it. That's what they really worried about.
That's
That we gonna
really
rise
what
up
they
and
really
take
worried
it.
about. That's
Hey
definitely what
y'all.
they worried
Hey,
about.
can y'all hear me? I'm gonna need y'all like speak like one at a time. The commenters
You move.
keep saying it that y'all all speaking at the same time.
Quit screaming. Dang.
All right.
That's because you already all the way in the kitchen.
Okay, so do y'all think it's enough of people who believe in us that we can all get together and start making a movement? Because I'm really tired of talking and I'm really tired of arguing with them. I just really want to start a movement.
My clique, we already doing it, but we only doing it with people right now that we know that we've been talking to. Hey, Queen, can you put your camera on mute?
That's exactly what I'm trying to do.
You're gonna have to click the guest. You gotta click that button down there that says guest. That's in the bottom left.
Yeah, my hand wet. Okay.
All right, so the people we got right now, we're actually planning on planning on doing that right now. But as of right now, we doing it for an individual level because first, before we even start anything with a nation, we can't get with people that don't even know who they are and they still haven't even proved who they are yet. So as of right now, we only doing it on an individual level for our own family members first because we know who we are. Then once we finish with ourselves first, then we can move on to the next people, but with other people, but they got to know who they are. That's
Okay, is there a way that we can help some people know who they are? Because a lot of people is saying that it's hard for them to, they hard for them to find that genealogy.
Uh, Naturalism.
uh,
The last time I talked with you, I had asked you a question about the salvage claim that George Bush Jr. Signed for the United States. You said you was gonna dig into it.
I haven't yet.
I was wondering if I was wondering did you dig into that yet?
No, I haven't. I actually forgot. I ain't gonna
I
lie
think
about
that
it.
might be I think that might be some help for a lot of your viewers to understand what's going on if you dig into that salvage claim George Bush Jr. signed
Mhm.
with the United Nations.
Yeah,
You know, I think that might help people see a bit better if that's brought out.
most definitely. Uh-oh.
Don't forget, bro. Don't forget. You told me this a couple of weeks ago. You was gonna dig into it more.
I be dealing with a lot of stuff, man. Tell you what,
I know you
can
do,
can
man.
can you
I asked you, Lois, and Earth speak.
can you like when it's over, can you send me that in my DM? Like just type it out.
Yeah, I will. I will. It's man, I wish I knew how to transfer stuff from Facebook. It's actually some dudes on there talking about the salvage claim George Bush signed with the United Nations. You know, on the Americas, claiming that the African American not being from can't be from two places at one time is not indigenous, and asked the United Nations for permission to remove us. You know, yeah, that's how deep it was. So I figured you would take out the time and dig into it, but you'll get around to it. I'm gonna leave a message in your messages for you.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I'm gonna look into it.
Okay, okay.
Peace, everybody. I just want to say, hey, Elder. I'm finna drop back down.
Really.
Yeah, really.
Okay. Could have said it in the comments, but okay.
What are some ways that y'all think that we could start convincing more people who we are? Because it's like, seem like it's a lot of our people against us.
Okay, the first step for that, I keep telling everybody the only way for you to learn the only way for you to search who you are, first of all, you gotta ask your own people, the oldest people in your family. Then once you do that, if everybody say no, we don't know, or we got Indian in our blood, the next step is go to ancestry.com. Do not take the DNA test and build you a family tree. I'm talking about build everybody. Don't stop nowhere. I'm talking about distant cousins, do everything. and see how far you can go back. And you're gonna have to pay. I believe it's called the World Explorer version, where it's gonna pull documents all around the world. And sometimes they're gonna withhold documents so you can keep on spending money. So every now and then, just unsubscribe and until they say, "Hey, we found some more documents." That's what they do to make you keep searching. But what you do, you're gonna keep doing that. But when you get around like the mid 1800s, start looking for your Indian records manually. When I say manually, you're still gonna do it within Ancestry.com. You're just gonna have to go to the collection part and go to this part called the American Indian Records. Notice it don't say Native American Records, but American Indian Records. And once you do that, you're gonna type names from your family tree, and your family tree is gonna pop up in the search bar within there. I can do it. Let me see if I can do it without putting my information up here. So I want to show people exactly how to do it real quick. So go to ancestry.com. I'm gonna skip past my family tree and all the other crap, so y'all won't see it. So just give me a little moment, because I don't want my wife to cuss me out.
Really?
Okay, this is what we're gonna do. So once you build your family tree, I just pull up a fake family tree. All right, this is a fake family tree, a demonstration. Once you build your family tree, right, what you're gonna do is you're gonna go up here to search and click all collections. Then once you do that, you're gonna go over here. This is all the documents I already have for my people. But you're gonna go all the way down. Do not click this. I'm gonna show you why. Because on African American, they don't give you no records. It just tell you to take a damn DNA test, which show you that that is fallacies. But everything else, it takes you to a search bar. Such, for example, New York, New York records. You straight pulling from your family tree. You're gonna type a name from your family tree, first, last name, year, when they died, when they was born, yada yada yada. They're gonna pull up all records from New York. You know what I'm saying? So to get to the nitty gritty of it, it's the same thing with Jewish. It's the same thing with the Quaker collections and all that. So you would click American Indians. You would click American Indians, right? And you will put first or last name, anybody from your family tree. Whatever pops up, it's usually the first record. It's usually the first record. Pay attention to the year, the places where they live, things like that. Sometimes it's gonna say, hey, they have a record in Oklahoma or a thing called Indian Territory when these people didn't even live there. 1 second, real quick. Okay, so it's gonna tell you, it's gonna say that here, you want this? Here you go. There you go. So whatever the record pops up, usually click the first one. 9 times out of 10, most likely it's your record. It's just Ancestry.com didn't want to give you the shit. Do this for everybody around the 1800s. That's the reason y'all see a big cutoff. Is because they're not going to give you the record. You got to find it. You got to find it manually. Now, this show you a demonstration of what these records will look like. These are all my records. Thank it. These are my records right here. And this is another reason the Native Americans they dislike me so much because I prove myself. Like this, is my ancestors. You see what they got on theirs? Indian Territory, Oklahoma, yada yada yada. This their son. Let me get to the record. Y'all can see Eastern Band Cherokee Indians. Yeah, for like this off my family tree right here. William A. Stanley, Virginia Stanley. We got Elizabeth and all that. You go right here, Virginia May Stanley. They go William Jackson Martin. Then you see you got a Stanley on the side right there, and it says enrollment with the Eastern Band of Cherokee Indians of North Carolina. Anna Stanley. I mean Allie Stanley. There she is right there. Allie, Anley, same, whatever. But let's see. Rhoda Jones, Seminole. Like this is what you're gonna see. This is the information they will hide from you. See, we say Lizzie Brown, Jano Brown, Lizzie Brown, Jano Brown, and that was part of. It really says Chickasaw Nation, but the Chickasaw Nation had to enroll in the Cherokee Nation also. I personally already helped people find their own records free of charge. I didn't charge no one because shoot, this is your stuff. You need to know who you are. Now, the only way if I charge you is unless you sit there and give me all this information, you like, hey, I don't want to look for nothing. I don't want to do no calling around. Then yeah, I'm gonna charge you. But I'll show you how to do it. Unlike Dane Calloway, he ain't showing you. He just give you a freaking book, and that book don't tell you crap like that. But that's how I found my stuff, just based off my family tree. And if anybody want to know how to do it, I can have a separate live one day and then just show you how to do that. All right. But yeah, y'all continue to speak. Oh yeah. Hey yeah, what's that? Yaya?
Yeah, yeah, yes. Good evening, everybody.
Hey.
Uh, you are very blessed to have that because I'm also related to the family Brown in the here in South America. They are also here.
Where are
Your
you
family
from?
line. South America, Suriname.
Okay, so how do the South American people feel about our movement?
We all are in the movement, and we
Good.
don't need to look up because about 15 years ago, they burned all our documents, so we cannot search like you do, but we know
Oh, that's good. Okay. Because they
that we
always try
all
to make it
know.
seem like Africans are so against us, but I didn't talk to a couple of Africans who were saying the same thing. Like y'all wasn't taught too much about slavery, slaves coming to America. That's not really being taught in Africa.
No, we um, a remnant of our people we're also there in Sub-Sahara, and they couldn't live with our culture, so they put us also in servitude, also there. So even though we have similar colors, we are not the same.
True.
Yes. And I was also in a live early this afternoon. For those who didn't know, I'm from South America, a little country called Suriname, and we are a mixture from the Suriname tribe and my father is also from the Olmecs that goes way back. And
Yes. I'm
the
doing a
tribes,
study on the Olmecs. I've heard they
yes,
from North Africa.
um, um, the tribes that are in South America are the Sambo, the Incas, the Apache, the Caraib, and we are a mixture of both because during slavery they switch the man and the I already told said it in the earlier, but they uh, they took the strong man of this side to the Americas north and back and forth. So we are one big family related by blood.
Mm. You said they burned all y'all documents. Y'all don't have any proof left? Nothing?
No, we have our we are working with our spirituality, and that
Mm.
earlier I saw an Haitian lady that talks, and we use our spirituality, and we know, and also our um, let me see, the elders between us, the elders among us, they told the story, and for a long time we didn't spoke because when they knew our identity, then they el- eliminate us right away. So they kept it also a secret until this time. So we can speak now in the open about who we are.
Basically, people
Oh.
they was dealing with the same stuff we was dealing with.
Yes.
They was getting stripped of
And
their
also
identity.
we have the same clothes and the same thing that we put on our heads until this day.
Yep.
Y'all also
Yes.
speak another language? Y'all speak y'all original tongue still?
Yes, but we also speak Dutch.
Mm.
So that's why my English is the way it is right now. I'm trying to translate, but yes, we are one nation.
Yes, sis, she was on our live, well, multi live earlier, and if y'all want to watch that, y'all can go look at it on Naturalism's, y'all YouTube. Everything that we talked about earlier on there. She was dropping a lot of jewels, just confirming a lot of things that we basically been knowing, but we needed to hear from another perspective.
You remember when that native guy was on here earlier? He was talking about Mesoamerica. You know, he was going to get into that little notion about them being the original. And
Yes,
you was on my mind. I was going to bring you out and tell him from a personal level what we have received from you today or yesterday.
yes,
I think it was today or yesterday, one of them.
yes,
But
It was earlier.
yeah, it was earlier. Oh dang. Yeah, so
yes. I know. We have the same like him with him like his appearance also here. They are a mixture of Mongolians and the Spaniards, the conquistadors. They are a very warlike people, and yes,
that's the
they
book.
also inherit lies. So I cannot. Maybe he's frustrated right now because he really thought that he was from the tribe, but he isn't. He's also a European, mixed Mongolian.
Yes, he was very mad, and he got up here and said that he don't care what nobody is, like what nobody thinks, and nobody gonna tell him who he is. And we were saying the same thing
Yes,
about us. You're not gonna get up here and tell us that we're not these people.
And I heard him curse in his own language, but
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you was in here when he was on here?
yes,
He
I
act
hear
like
it.
when
I
nobody
hear
gonna know
it.
what he was
Yes,
saying. We know what you saying. We not stupid.
yes, and he doesn't know the power of the tongue, and everything he said, it will get back onto him
I
and his
felt like
own.
he was speaking. So I don't know what he was saying, but I feel like he was speaking some type of curse. And I was like, in the inside,
Yes,
I was like praying against it because, like, I don't know
yes,
what he's saying.
yes,
That was a very cowardly.
yes. That's why he left, because he didn't have nothing to say anymore. He
And he
left.
didn't want to admit that the Aztecs were brown. He just could not admit that.
No, because he isn't brown, and he doesn't has mind you, we our children have mixed texture hair, but um, we can have children with curly hair, but also on soft hair, if you understand. But the appearance is the same.
Right.
But when it comes
Yep.
to the hair, I don't get that topic because even the Indians back then, they had locks, they had froze. That's why they keep finding ancient pics. They had
Yes.
silky straight hair. Like
So
brown people are not we have a lot of different hair. We don't just have one type of hair like they do. They have
No.
hair of dog. We
Yes.
have hair of
Yes.
other types.
see
Yes.
their problem. The world today think we just walk around with just afros and that's it. Like, do they not see our women today?
Right.
Y'all have straight. Some of y'all have straight hair. Some of y'all have wavy straight hair. They turn around and
And
have the
not the
Yeah.
mixed
afro.
ones. And not the mixed
Yeah.
women either. It's non-mixed women with naturally straight hair, naturally curly hair, naturally wavy hair. You do not have to be mixed to have that type of hair.
No. Because
They go ahead,
my
go ahead.
baby sister has curly hair. And when you see her next to me, you see the resemblance that we look alike, but I have more like nine eater hair, I have to say. Yes. And she has a wave, some curly inside, but it's all natural. And we came from one mother, one father.
That's
So,
just like two black
yeah.
people. They can have a light skinned baby. Two light
Yes,
skins can have a
yes,
dark skinned baby. We are brown people. We come in all different types of forms, shapes.
yes, yeah,
Them on the other hand, they are very limited. Very
I
limited.
actually know that dude. Go back over. That dude right
yes,
there. That's the one with the white shirt on. I actually know him. He friends with my cousin at the top. Him.
yes. And this is the secret that it's been
Right here.
revealed for us now. Yes,
I'm just glad y'all on the same page as us too, because we need to start coming together all around the world, not just indigenous Americas, indigenous Africans, indigenous Chinese, indigenous
yes,
Asians. We all need to come together because they are being
yes,
hidden too. Just like
yes,
Mexico just added Afro Mexicans to their census in 2021. Those are the real indigenous people that they are trying to hide. And it's ridiculous.
yes,
And they don't, and nations don't even understand that we can get this hair naturally. Like, we actually have.
Yep.
yes,
My hair is like this naturally.
yes,
You can ask my wife. It
yeah,
is like this naturally, but it turns into something like this. But when it grows long, especially when I get out the shower, it's like this. It's
yes,
it's
Yeah.
not it's not like we don't just have this all day every day. This
Right.
happens like due to
no,
heat and a lot of stuff. Like I hear this shrink up when it's really hot. But America is a warm place, so when you have a warm place, our hair literally just stretches. So serious.
Like
They
that
won't
guy with the
understand our
look at
hair
him with
because
that
they don't
straight
have it.
hair. He looks just like an Indian with straight hair, and he don't look like he mixed at all at the top. You
Mm-mm.
passed him up.
Fred, you
Yes,
He in a red shirt right there. Go up a little bit more. Him.
yes. He just looked like
Like a
Ludacris.
hashtag friend.
He do look like Ludacris.
My hair, I look, I got natural hair. My hair been natural ever since I've been little, whatever. I think my mama permed about one time, but I know she cut it out because that scarred me, and I still remember. But ever since, my hair been natural. Listen, my hair go through different phases. One minute it look like you said like before. I naturally got that curl, 4C or whatever they want to call it. But my hair, even if you cut your hair off, if ladies, if you did a big chop, because I did it in 2019 again, and my hair texture a freaking different curl pattern. It's like 4B, 4A, 3C. Like it's changed. Like it be different. And even if you braid your hair down and you take it down, it stretches out. Even if you do a wash and go, as the days go on longer, it stretches out. Like I don't understand why they don't think our hair can get straight. It can get curly.
Hmm.
It can be all types of things.
think
And
we
our
could just
hair
speak
is
in
so
terms.
thick and coarse like that because our hair make the blueprint for their hair, and that's what
Yes,
they don't get. Like y'all get y'all hair from us. It's y'all hair is a watered down version of ours. Understand that? Like they just don't understand it at all. They want to talk about our nappy roots, and yes, it's nappy. It's supposed to
Girl,
be
I don't even
thick.
say nap. I say woolly. That's an insult to me. Don't even call my hair
our
nap.
hair, our
So,
hair is our crown, and it is very important that we do not use the Western products inside because it's like the antennas,
You
we
want that
get the
hair to
info.
have two strand twists. That's it.
Our hair is our strength.
Yes,
and all our hair is thick. That's exactly what Giovanni Di
yes,
Verrazzano said. He said our hair is thick. Native
yes,
Americans, y'all hair is not thick. This is thick hair.
Mm-mm.
That means if I could put my fingers in
mm,
it and I grab,
yes,
some of your hairs will be wrapped around my fingers. You know what I'm saying? But I could put
Mm-hmm.
my hair straight to
Just go
y'all.
slide through.
Like what I'm
Just go
saying, y'all
slide
don't.
right through.
Yeah, y'all hair is not thick. My fingers gonna slide right through.
And what's so funny
yes,
about their hair, it can't even take natural stuff like natural oils,
no.
natural grease. It takes their hair out stuff. So your hair not even good for natural products. That's a problem.
Exactly. But y'all supposed to
And,
think
and,
people
and it smells
amazing.
also. It smells also
Oh,
like,
let's not get on smell because
yes,
they whole
yes.
body smell. They whole body smell like outside. But we not gonna get on that because I don't want to get exited
No.
off the live
Yeah.
because child.
Hey, y'all ever seen this before? Oh, dang it. Hold on. Right. Y'all ever seen this before?
Mm-hmm.
And then when they use it, you see how they complain? Y'all ain't never seen them complain when they put it on their hair. But when our people put it on their hair, you know who it was designed for.
Yeah,
Did
yes.
y'all see when they was complaining about the rosemary oil? It got so bad the lady even sold her business to another company, and I know they finna change the recipe on her oil
Talk
because they
about
was complaining
Miel.
about that oil.
Talk about Miel.
Yep.
Yeah, I see that
See that?
crap.
With that Aztec
Yes,
clay on there.
yes.
Now watch how her hair looks after it.
We have also a tree, and it is the seeds are the color red, and when we put it on our skin, we just have some look like the Indians when they put the red thing on their face, but we put it on our whole body, also our hair. It's also our tradition here. Yes,
Red Claire on
Go
red.
back because I just seen the girl doing that. She had put it on her hair and on her face and stuff. Go back to that sis I just seen.
And another thing about them is
Not hug the us another.
they indigenous, but they not trendsetters. How are you indigenous people but aren't trendsetters? It make that shit make sense.
Yes.
Like I can't think of anything anybody say, well, let me go do that because the Indians doing it. Or let me go do that because the natives are doing it. No. We the trendsetters. Everything we do, everything we say. Next thing you know, it's on TikTok. Like the new thing is I see they calling us sis. Baby, I'm not your sis.
No.
They
We
They
are
made it
the
illegal
golden
for them to
race
say that.
on
children.
like Pale Girl last night. When she said that, I really had to get off the live. You want all the smoke? Girl, who you talking to? Girl,
Yes, exactly that. You
Red
see that, like clay, we do that also, but we have also redness from the tree, from the seeds. You know, when you search for the Indians, you see they put some red on their faces. We do that all over our body.
and if they was to put that clay in their hair, when they wash it out, all their hair coming out with the clay.
that is. Oh, I can't show them her breast on. Uh,
Yeah, these are the people who lives deep in the wood in South America here. Yes,
let me see. South. Let me type in South America. See if Google even recognize it.
South America.
You know, I've been trying to. I've been wanting to get red clay, but I can't find none. Even though I could just dig in the ground around here because we got red clay. I don't feel like doing all that. See that? Nah, they ain't gonna. They not gonna. They not going to. Let's see. We'll just leave red clay South America. I mean, yeah, I got the red clay.
Yes, also on the streets.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And from that red clay they make and airplanes and everything. We have gold, we have silver, we have platinum, we have diamonds, everything you can think of. We have it over here. We have also black gold, and all our gold is going to United States and Europe.
Speaking of Africa, ain't it crazy how they found that electric rock? That is
Yes,
crazy. I was doing research on it and it said that it can keep a bulb lit for 72 hours. That's a long time for a little rock.
yes,
Yeah, they could estimate that. They coming out of.
Dr. CB's son is going to court right now for making eczema medicine. Like, it's crazy how they do people that help, that's only trying to help.
Cause
yes.
it's hurting their money. They want to keep people sick.
During the COVID period, we have our own traditional medicine that we use to heal our people, our nation. We couldn't go to the doctors. The doctors didn't allow us to go. So we had to cure ourselves, heal ourselves.
But the crazy part about that is that we didn't have all the major diseases that we have now until they start coming around.
Yes. The best thing we can do is um, it's very difficult, but we have to stop doing to participate in their world. Like all the doctors, all the golden doctors, brown skin doctors have to work together, the nurses, you know. everybody get out of their hospitals and their um, economy. Yes, so we can build our own. That will be a powerful statement. Also,
I'm a really impatient person. When y'all be talking about stuff like that, I be wanting that stuff to like happen next week type shit.
yes, but there few can see, and I think for the ones who are of woke, we have to be the eyes for those who are blind.
She's so black that she can turn. She like she great. I ain't never seen nothing like that.
You
They
right.
live also in Suriname, but we are not the same. They discriminate us here also. They brought them over here after slavery.
That stuff amazing. That see, this just shows you that literally everyone's just those are Mongolians. Everyone's just
Yes.
melanated around the world.
Yep.
They just
Yeah.
Everything
they took
started from heavy melanated people.
they took everybody's identity. Like we not the only ones suffering. I'm surprised the Africans ain't have their identity stolen. Probably
Right.
they
Yeah.
probably is eventually since they all
But
coming
they
up.
trying to. The Chinese are slowly trying to though. They're over there buying land, marrying Africans. But what I hope is that they get over there and they get the marrying Africans and procreate, and then they race end up disappearing. That's what I hope because they are also some evil people.
He said
They are almost worse than white people.
he said we know that the white and white looking Indians are mulatto offsprings of white frontiersmen and native black and Mongol Indians. The mystery is why so many of them became chiefs.
Hey,
You right. The
brother
Egyptians
Natural,
did that.
brother
You
Natural.
sure right.
What's up, bro?
Because people swear to
It's
God,
just,
Egyptians are in black.
it's just. So I was looking into this. And I was gonna do a video on it. That's what I was doing a live earlier about originally, but it went into a better place. I was gonna do a video on how like a lot of the mixed people ended up being appointed the chiefs because of European expansion.
Hmm.
They was only allowing um, certain mixed people, and that's how they were stealing land when they would have children with our women.
Yeah.
Same thing with the Mongolians; they was having children with our women and stuff like that, and they was laying claim to the land. And so I was going to do a video how to mix Cherokee on their full blooded family members, and
Right.
it's even on their site where it says the mixed blood. What
Yes,
is
this is the
Yeah.
excuse me, this is the Syrian tribe which you see here right now.
A
It's funny that you could notice them when I post that on my page. Here come the $5. That is a made up tribe. Where did those come from?
We need
But
pictures. We need some pictures because people be.
Peace, peace. Can y'all? I just wanted to ask a question real quick.
I go ahead.
To Yaya,
Yeah, here.
yeah, I'm sorry.
Yes.
So who are the Africans?
Um, I, the Africans are also. I don't know if you believe the creation story about the children of Noah. Do you do you believe that story?
Yes, I understand they have a place down in South Africa, a museum.
No. like I had to say, I we I cannot say exactly, but they are also from on a brown complexion, and we are not the same because we are the children of Anunnaki, and what I have learned from the past from my elders is that when we were in their midst, a remnant of us, they couldn't adapt our culture because we had a like we have other we learned them our culture, so it seems like we have similar things, but it is not the same. And they also helped to put us in slavery because we were we have more knowledge. um I don't want to say it incorrect, but we had the blood covenant and they haven't. You understand?
I'm convinced they came from the evil brother. They had to.
Yeah, so
Yes.
so basically it's
We
like a
have
it's
we have a blood covenant with the Anu. We are the children of Anunnaki,
Tell it.
and that's why they also copy us in everything.
yes.
Yes, and when they are in Europe, they have more privilege than us.
And they stay on TikTok talking about us.
That's
Oh
true.
my God.
Oh,
I scroll down and it's always them. AA this, AA that,
so
girl.
therefore so therefore that means that they look like us but not us.
Yes, there is a remnant of us, but uh, we can identify them also. Everywhere there is a remnant of us, also in Asia, also in yes, in China, a remnant.
So it's basically like that movie. It's basically like that movie called Us.
I didn't see the movie, but here in South America, we don't look. We are very spiritual. We don't look much TV and that kinds of things. So most of the information we have from our elders, our grandparents, and s- through spirituality. So I'm very glad that we can understand each other. But yes, they look like us, but they ain't us.
Mm-hmm. They don't really
Because
look
they
like us either. They look like tree dwellers, to be honest.
there is a remnant of us there, and they recognize us also. Because if they really were our brothers, then they already came to help us to be delivered.
My question is, why do they hate us so much? What do we do to them?
Because of the blood covenant that we have.
Yes, because this is actually
And there is nothing we can do about it. The covenant was already made with our ancestors.
so. Therefore,
Yes,
this is Shem. Remember Shem
yes,
at the promised land.
yes. We are Semites, and there are children of Ham. I really, I don't really want to talk about that because I don't know if we're going to get banned. But yes,
Yeah, got the same.
Well, thank you so much, and can you let drop me, please?
I'm about to ask.
Well,
Munchie, I don't like the way they was handling you on live like last night. I don't like that at all. I think that was really disrespectful, but you handled yourself really good though.
Yeah, yeah, they was on something else.
Mm-hmm. Cause I swear I would have started talking about grandkids, kids.